Hi and welcome to another episode of PeaceMeg TV. In today's WordPress video we're going to be taking a look at some of the updates that have come out in version 4.3, the latest edition of WordPress. So let's see what we've got available to us in this new update. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the customizer and some of the new options that are available to us in there. So if we go to Appearance and Customize, that will allow us to customize the theme and various elements. And you'll find that each theme will have its own range of options in here, but WordPress also ships with a range of default options. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the way that we can now interact with menus. Now in the past we've always had to go into the Appearance and Menus option to control the menus, where they're used, the menu structure and so on, which was a little bit annoying if you can kind of control a big chunk of your website via the customizer. So now they've moved that over, or they've actually got a duplicate of that inside the customizer. So we expand the menu option, you can see we've got a couple of things that we've got available to us. We've got menu location. We've also got, in this instance, main menu, which is the only menu I've got created. So this will be exactly what we have at the top of this particular design. We've also got it replicated in the footer, which at this point in time just looks a bit rubbish. So let's see how we can create a new menu and update these widgets all from within the customizer, and all within the new way that we can work with WordPress 4.3. So if I click to add a menu, and I'm going to call this footer menu, and create that, you can see all the options we're used to, the menu location, the menu options and things like that, they're all still available to us, exactly the same as we're used to within the normal way of working with menus. So let's click add items, and we're going to say that we want to create some basic links. So we're going to say we want to have our pages, which is going to be home. We want my new page, templates, videos. We'll have those couple on there. That's fine. I'm not going to put everything on there. And I'll say footer links. That will put a copy of that right at the bottom. But I'm also going to put a copy in the widgets. So we'll save and publish that. That'll take us back to our menu option. And we're going to drop back out of that. We now created our menu, so we can use that anywhere on the site like we normally would. So I want to place it inside this important pages block down the bottom in our widget section. So I can do that if I click on widgets. It brings up all the widgets that are associated with this particular design. And then I can go into, in this instance, widget 2, and I can make my changes. But I'm not limited to just that. One of the nice updates we've got inside the latest version of WordPress is that we can actually just come over any of these widgets, and we can hold the shift key down on our keyboard, click on the widget block we want, and it'll immediately open up on the left hand side all the associated options with that specific widget block. So if I went back to the About, click on that, that brings up that particular section. Or if I want to go to the company office, I can click and that'll bring up that block. So I want to edit the important pages block, click on that, and I want to change this now from the main menu to the new menu we just created, which is the footer menu. That will update in live preview on the main section, so you can now see we've got the right block, the right section in our widgets, all from within the actual live view. We can click and create and edit, and we can do a lot of things in here. So that's a great little time saver that they've brought in with the latest version. So we'll save and publish that now, so my site updates with all the changes that I've made. And I'll step back out of this, and I'll come right the way back through to the new option we've got right at the top, which is site identity. So I'm going to click on that, and you can see we've got the normal options for site title and the tagline, and we can display header text, but we've now got a new option at the bottom, which is the site icon. Now, if you've ever seen the fav icon that you see at the top, right at the top here, we can normally create that and upload that to the root of your website, and some themes will have the ability to sort of link that in. There's lots of different ways you can do it depending upon the theme, but you know, there's various different ways. One of the things that happens though is if you deal with the fav icon, you can see that if you save it at the top where you got a 16 by 16 block, that's fine, looks great. But if you then use a mobile tablet or device and you save that out so you create an icon on the desktop, there on the tablet screen, you find that that looks a little bit rubbish. So to cover all those bases, you've got lots and lots of different files to upload in different formats to ensure you cover all those different sort of applications you may have. Now what WordPress does for us in this latest update is make that simple. We can select a single file that's up to 512 pixels wide and tall, and it'll resize it and do whatever needs to be done across all those different platforms for us. So if we select a file, In this instance, I'm going to select the WordPress TV logo. Now this one currently isn't 512 by 512, but if I was going to use this on a live site, I would scale it correctly. I hit select, gives us the option then to crop it, or we can skip that. It'll show us on the right hand side a little preview of what it'll look like. So you can see there's our 5 icon at the top, and there's what it would look like as an app icon just below it. So when you're creating your icons to work with this, then you're obviously going to take a little bit of time and ensure they're going to look good in both applications. But for now, I'll just leave that as it is. I'm going to skip the cropping. That will then save that back to the site, and that's now available to us. So as long as we hit save and publish, that will update it and use it everywhere that needs to be used. So we hit save and publish, and we're now done in this particular section of the site. So we've covered the new features that are available in the customizer. So let's go and take a look at now some of the other new features that are available to us in this latest update for WordPress. Okay, so now I've switched over to a new page in WordPress. And we're going to take a look at some of the new shortcuts that have been brought in to work with creating some basic styles. So by default, we've always gone through and we've either selected the style of heading that we want, or we've styled it after we've input the information. Well, now we can use some little shortcuts that will make this whole process quick and painless. So if you're the kind of person that works with the keyboard over using a mouse or touchpad, then you're going to find these invaluable. So let's start off with the headings. If I want to create a heading 2, for example, I can hit the hashtag twice and just type in what I want. Once I press enter, it'll restyle that to heading 2. If I want heading 3, 3 hashtags, heading 3, press enter. Although if I spelled it correct, that would be good. So very, very quick and easy. If I want to create a bulleted list, I can press the minus sign and I can go list 1, enter list 2, and so on. I can also do the same thing by simply using the star symbol. So if I do Shift and 8, press space, automatically indents that as a new bulleted list item. Great. So let's just turn that off. So the next thing I can do is if I want to create a numbered list, I can just press 1, full stop. Once I hit the space, it automatically indents it, and it now knows it's going to be another list item. Hit enter, we go to 2, and so on. If I want to create a block quote, then all I need to do is use the right chevron and type in what my block quote is going to be. Once I hit enter, that'll indent that, and that now becomes a block quote. So very quick and easy. So that's a great way if you're used to working with the keyboard over using a mouse to style things. So that's how we can work in the page editor, and this works the same in posts and everything else. Anyway you can use this editor, you can use the same techniques. So that's a great little time saver. One other little thing that is a great time saver is the fact now that our pages automatically have the allow comments and trackbacks turned off, whereas before the default was they'd all be turned on. So pages generally don't have comments on them. That's more to do with posts. So it's great to see that they've actually taken that facility now and set it off as standard. So that covers most of the things that we've got that are new in the admin interface. There are a few other features that are available to you, like stronger passwords and things like that. But we'll save those for a different day. I wanted to focus today on the new additions and the new updates that we have in the admin section that are going to be there, that you're going to use or can use on a daily basis to speed up your whole workflow. I hope you found this video useful on the latest features. If you have, please hit the subscribe to our channel. If you liked the video, hit the like button below. It really does help. Any comments or feedback or any tutorials you'd like to see in the future, please drop those in the comment section below, and we can always take a look at creating videos that you want to see in the future. Until next time, take care.